Hey everybody, it's James Warren from Remax Realty Team. Hope you're doing well. Today we're in Fort Myers, in the Fort Myers office. We're just off of Colonial Boulevard, Daniels Parkway, right by the Gulf Coast Hospital. Give you a little idea if you're not from the area and you're looking on a map where we're at. We actually sit right on Daniels Parkway, right next door to the Gulf Coast Hospital. So we would love you to always visit if you're in the area. Right now today we're going to be doing some question and answers about people that have looking to buy in the Southwest Florida market, looking to maybe invest here with us. So we're going to give it a few minutes just to kind of let some people pop online. We asked earlier in the week if people would actually provide us with some questions that we can actually cover and some topics you'd like to cover as well. So we'll be answering those here. We're gonna let a few people pop on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. Our market is a little bit different. We're not always as seasonal here as some other areas, and we're getting ready to hit our peak season while a lot of you are up north getting ready for some snow, getting ready for that icy weather. I see Eric is there. Eric, I am actually in the office. This office is right on Daniels Parkway, right next to the Gulf Coast Hospital. So we'll give just a minute for some more people to log on, and then we will start answering questions that we received during the week. We did a post earlier in the week asking for people to send us their questions. Give us anything you'd like to talk about the market. We'll discuss that. We'd like to do that. There were actually a few that were semi-personal questions, and well, heck, we'll cover those too. I have no problems with that. We'll kind of get started. There's quite a few people on. So the first question that I have is, can I really buy a house with zero money down? Can you buy a house with zero money down? Absolutely you can. There are multiple ways to do that, multiple loan types to do that with. Not everybody is eligible for those types. It does restrict you income, asset-wise, whether you're a first-time home buyer. There are a lot of caveats that play into effect in getting those 100% financing loans. I spent many years in the mortgage industry. I'm not there anymore. I would give a shout out to Lisa Timmerman at Tommaso Mortgage. Lisa's excellent with these loan types, helping whether you're a veteran looking for 100% financing or just a first-time home buyer. Lisa can help you tailor a loan that'll fit you. Lisa has an office here in Fort Myers in our office. Also, their main branch at Tommaso is in Cape Coral. She can sit down with you, help you cover that, but it is absolutely possible to buy a house with no money down. You can even go back as far as tailoring some of these programs to even get your escrow, your earnest money deposit back at closing. So it is possible. Another question we had, as a seller, why would you not accept an FHA or VA loan on the property? Again, as a seller, why would you not accept one? Personally, it all depends on the house, the actual structure of the house. Always remember your VA and FHA government-backed loans are more restrictive. When the appraiser does the process, they're going to be a little more critical of the home, of the home's mechanics. Are heating and air conditioning in working order? Is the water running? Is there any issues that stand out to the appraiser? That is not a substitute for a home inspection, but they are a little more strict. Does it cost the seller more money? Typically no. On a VA loan, the seller is going to have to provide a termite inspection. They're the ones that's going to need to pay for that. Those termite inspections, about $100, $150, depending upon who does those. When you do that type of loan, it's really, really good for the first-time home buyer or the person buying it. I've heard several miscommunications over the internet over the past week that a house is always going to appraise lower if you go on a FHA or VA loan. I've not ever seen that as the case. USPAP guidelines, which are the appraisal guidelines, can't discriminate on what type of loan the buyer is getting. So that's a good question out there for you. Liz, I believe you have some other questions that people have texted in and asked some other questions. So Liz is my friend and assistant that works with us, and she has a list of questions too. So I'll let Liz go ahead and ask some of these that have come over as well.
Okay, so Tom from Cape Coral asked, how has the market changed since 2005?
Well, the market has, 2005, we were in a selling frenzy in Florida, all over the U.S. The market was booming. It was very robust. Sales were happening. As time went on, we did hit a bubble. We hit a recession. Home prices went down. A lot of people were ending up having foreclosures, short sales. It hurt a lot of people financially. After that recession, you go back, work your way back up towards 2015. Where 15 and 16, we had another peak in the real estate market here in Southwest Florida. Prices were very high, multiple offer situations. Market is very robust. I can tell you, working with buyers in that point in time, we were always in multiple offer situations. So the market has changed. Go back from 15 now to 2018, our market has seen a whole construction boom. We now have a resilient market with new construction. A lot of the major builders from all over the U.S. have come here to Florida. A lot of local builders have popped up. So you do need to vet your builders very carefully. That's a whole other conversation we could have. But the market has completely changed. Now in 2018, that market where we were down here, we went back up. We kind of leveled off a little bit, and now we're pretty much on an even playing field. So Liz, what's the next question you have?
So, how fast are home prices rising?
Home prices are rising here, depending upon where you are in Southwest Florida. Always remember, the farther south you are, typically the higher the home value. Keep in mind, you go to Naples, your home values are typically higher, much higher than they're going to be in Fort Myers. So prices are moving, they are steadily creeping up, but what you're finding is more inventory that's out there for everyone to share. Where we, in some areas, used to have a 10 to 15 days on market. That hot San Carlos market, you're seeing houses now on 44 to 50 days on the market before they get a contract. Typically, in my opinion, is when you have a higher days on the market, your home prices are going to come back down a little bit, and you'll see some evening out on the playing field.
Another question that we received is, what is the inventory like of the resale market?
Resale market, we have quite a bit of inventory in general in Southwest Florida. So if you're taking Fort Myers, Cape Coral, down to Bonita and Estero, into that Naples market that we encompass in what we call Southwest Florida, resale market is very heavy right now. You'll see a lot of inventory. In my opinion, there's more of a selection now than there has been in the last 2 years. Accompanied with new construction, there is a lot to choose from. You need a very educated agent that has experience in the area to guide you through these areas to see which is the better value for you. I know we talked earlier, we had a question, and I'll cover that one. What is the better buy, resale or new construction? It really depends upon the buyer. You can get very good deals in new construction. Typically, we can negotiate with the builder to give $10,000, $15,000 towards some closing costs to a buyer, get them to pay a lot of incentives for you. Versus a resale, those resale properties that are owned by independent owners, they may not have that fluctuation. You may get a better purchase price, but you may not get the perks of the down payments and closing costs. So it really tailors to the buyer and what the buyer is looking for. If you have an affluent buyer that has a lot of reserves, a lot of stocks, they don't need to put that money out. It makes total sense for them to buy a resale property because there is a selection, and quite honestly, the end result and purchase price may be a lot lower on that resale property. So depending upon that, you're always welcome to call me. We will work with you on what's the better buy for you right now. All right, Liz, let's get to more questions. I think you've got a few more questions here.
So, as a seller, why would I want to take a VA or a FHA loan?
Okay, so we're going to switch back, and this one's a little different, a little redundant on what we covered before, but let's answer it. If I'm a seller, why would I want to take a VA or FHA offer? Well, typically those are solid buyers. They've been well vetted out. We always ask that we have a pre-approval or a pre-qualification letter. There is a difference between the two. Typically, my sellers want to see a pre-qualification letter. We typically will talk to the loan officer to make sure that they're well vetted. They've seen the income and assets. Behooves you, you are dealing with, in some cases, a first-time home buyer. So they may be a little more liberal and may be asking for some things outside as far as closing costs to be paid. It never hinders you which one you want to take. That misconception of a conventional loan, I'll get more money for my house. I don't want to, I don't want to take an FHA offer. There's a big misconception, and we go case by case scenario. We can sit down and cover what the best type is for that seller, what the best loan type is for them to accept.
So, James, how long have you been in real estate?
That's a good question. I'm going on my 10th year here in Southwest Florida. 10 years here. We visited this area quite a bit. Many that know me, my grandmother and her family all vacationed in the Venice area for many, many years. So this area was natural for us to move down here. As far as prior to real estate, I was in the housing industry, in mortgage banking and retail banking. And I won't tell you how many years. I don't want to date myself, and then you could figure out my age really easy. All right, Liz, what other kind of questions do we have here? I know we've got a few here coming up. Hold on, she's checking. We're scrolling back in text messages and emails here.
So here's a little more personal question. How are the bulldogs?
The bulldogs are great. This is a personal question, and we'll answer those too while we're here. The bulldogs are doing great. Lola, my old girl, is crazy as ever. She bulldozes everybody. Even in her old age, she decides she wants to bulldoze her dad's. And sometimes at night, we get about 65 pounds jumping on our chest. Pretty exciting. The little baby, the Frenchie, she's as sassy as ever, still barks, still talks, still likes to talk to everybody in the neighborhood on our walks. And Marley, the honorary bulldog, which is the Shih Tzu, he's just as ornery as ever, and he's going on 10 too. So he's still sassy and as fun as ever.
Okay, now switching back to real estate questions.
Okay.
Is homeowners insurance expensive in Florida?
All depends on the property, Liz. And that's a very good question. If you didn't hear that question, the question was, is homeowners insurance expensive in Florida? It all depends upon the structure. We go back after major hurricanes that have happened in the past, you'll find that the insurance lenders upgraded their standards to the property. In my opinion, now on newer constructed homes, you'll find that it is very reasonable, kind of comparable what you would pay, maybe even pay in the Northeast. It's not a huge amount. It would depend on the property. My suggestion is if you're thinking about buying here, as we do with our buyers, we get Jill Kale at Allstate, our local insurance agent. Jill will actually go over a couple properties, give you quotes on a couple properties, so you can see the difference in ages of construction, what will save you the most amount of money. Big thing here is to get a wind mitigation report. That will show the insurance company how old your roof is, what condition the roof is, how that structure is, and they will actually lend to you based on that as far as their quotes go. So the wind mitigation is always really important. That you can get when you're purchasing the property, when you've identified, when under contract, you'll have a period of time to do your inspections on the property. That report should be done during that process so you can get your quotes for the homeowner's insurance and everybody knows what that property is going to cost you.
So, we have two more questions.
Okay.
Is a home warranty worth it?
If you guys couldn't hear Liz, the next question is a home warranty worth it? Absolutely. It is my opinion that when you purchase a property, whether this is your first home or your 10th home, a home warranty is very, very, very important. I can tell you situations where that $400 to $500 policy for that home warranty has saved a homeowner thousands and thousands of dollars. If you don't know, my mother's home, she actually purchased this. They've spent in a year's period of time probably about $3,000 to $4,000 on things that needed to be done that actually broke in that time frame. The home warranty will cost you anywhere $400 to $500. Typically, there's a service call or trade call, as some of the companies go out. That $75 covers that repair. I can tell you it is well worth it. I would not buy another property without having one. On the flip side, if you buy new construction, yes, typically there is a builder's warranty on that new construction. That's wonderful, that's great. Typically it'll cover you for a year's period of time. After that year, a home warranty is excellent to have. To cover you in the future. So absolutely, we use Joey Margola. He's a local representative for one of the largest companies out there. He is local, he is here. If we ever have a problem, we can call Joey and he's right on top of it for us. All right, my next question is, you look great on camera. How do I do that? I always look like crap on camera. David Eric, it is Botox, sunscreen, and really good genes. I have really, really, really good genes. None of the people in my family ever look their age, and I don't intend to either. We'll give a shout out to Dr. Garamone, who helps with that. So that'll give you a little bit. I want to thank a couple people here today for being on. Ashley, David, Karen, Stephen, Tate. Anybody that came on out here to be with us. We're going to do these question and answer series a little more for you. And again, if you ever get questions about the market down here, please feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number is 239-595-0084. Again, it's 239-595-0084. Keep in mind, our team covers South Naples all the way up to South St. Petersburg. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well. If you ever want those links, you can't find us, we'll send them directly to you. But always give us a call. We'd love to help you. We love to talk about real estate. We are always available. We do have a team. Liz is here with us. Joyce Henderson works with us as one of our lead agents. If you haven't met Joyce, we are a mother and son team. Joyce is my mom. She is a second generation real estate agent. I'm a third generation real estate agent. We do work together and we can help you. We have partner agents that help us all the way from here to St. Petersburg. So we'd love to actually help you. I see somebody else had just texted me, do you work in St. Petersburg? Absolutely. Typically we are in St. Petersburg quite a bit, and we will help you. It will be me that's helping you. We do have agents that do fill in if I can't be there as well. So always remember, when you work with a team, you do have more coverage and you do have someone always there to answer your phone. Also, if you're looking to search homes, again, you can search anywhere from Naples all the way up to Ocala on our website. And that is my name, jameswarren.org. You can go on that website. You can visit all the way and look at those homes all the way up to Ocala that are always out there. Keep in mind, if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere, always call us. If we don't service that area, we do have agents and partners that do service it that we can hook you up with, that we know are first-class agents and can always take care of you. We'd love to help you. Thanks for everybody that tuned in today. Again, I'm James Warren at RE/MAX Realty Team. Talk to you soon and hope you all are well. Have a great weekend.